The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, has alleged that the military does not indiscriminately target communities or individuals who are not actively engaged in combat or displaying hostile intent towards the army. He addressed accusations made by General T.Y. Danjuma, who alleged that the military was biased in its operations. Who? In the video from minute 13 to 28, he noted that a security infraction in Borno State does not imply that all residents are enemies of the state, while he clarified that the military is committed to not discriminating based on religion or ethnicity. He refuted General Danjuma's stance, stating that it does not accurately reflect the principles and conduct of the Nigerian Army. He retweeted that the military has consistently acted with professionalism in all theaters of operation across the country. He said in an interview with Channels TV, if General T.Y. Danjuma comes up to accuse the military of taking sides, that is his opinion. I understand that he has expectations, but the truth is that if there is a security infraction in Borno State, it is not everybody in Borno that is an enemy of the state. The army does not go about asking people what is their religion and which ethnic group they belong to. In carrying out their duty, we do it professionally. Okay? You don't expect us to go into a community and burn it because you have an issue with them if they are not seen as combatants who are carrying arms openly and they are not engaging the military in any combat. Then we treat them as law-abiding citizens because that is what they have presented themselves to be. And if that is the stance of General Danjuma, I think it does not represent what the Nigerian Army stands for. We have conducted ourselves professionally in every theater we are engaged in across the country. Is that so? Well, Nigerian military burns Nigeria villagers in the southeast and south, taking the lives of the children and elderly people who are now giving excuses why they cannot even do the same in the Muslim-dominated northern Borno state. It shows your bias and propagating terrorism against the Christian-dominated south. Well, we are still watching and observing your actions against our people. Timeline will soon be drawn. Tiwa Danjuma ride on, sir. This Tiwa Danjuma, he has been at the loggerheads of the military. You know, you cannot say he talks anyhow. I think this the chief of army staff, Lagbaja, knows that Danjuma knows what he's talking about. It's not just a mere person. Danjuma cannot be a mere person. You know, he was the first person who talked about a recruiting. You know, recruiting. Okay, that's the army that they are working in hand. That some of them are really working in hand with all these Boko people, Boko boys. And at the end of the day, we found out all that he said, every Nigerian can see. It came out. He is not trying to be diplomatic. He came out boldly with his full chest, and they couldn't even do me anything because they know that he knows what they are talking about. But it's painful that how can somebody who happens to be one of them who are retired from that profession, and he will be coming out and be exposing the profession that made him who he is today. So that is their pain. But the truth must be told, because we love to be politically correct in most of the things that, especially those who are in the authority, they love to be, and they want everybody to be politically correct. They are seeing something is black, they will tell you, oh, okay, it is white. If you try to justify this is white or whatever, they will tell you, no, that is not the way it is. So, and it's so unfortunate for, according to them, from them, for them, it's unfortunate that Danjuma is just coming out to be on the side of the masses rather than be on their side. He knows what he's talking about. If whatever Danjuma says is what he says and believe it is true, of course, Lagbaja is still in the service. He's going to be defending. You see this Nigeria army, they lie too much in every area. There is no truth in them. Not even one. Oga, from officer's perspective, you are right, but your soldier does it at will and at any perceived offense. You rub bastard with lies, Okoma, Odi, and so many more. are typical examples of military rubbish in the zoo. You are just talking nonsense after you burn Okoma community down in Delta State. But if it is in the southeast, oh my god, you will take down everything. Take everything takeable. Hmm? You did it in Delta, Imo, Abia, Enugu. Now you know it can't happen in Meduguri. Military has shown bias in attacking communities, especially in the south compared to the north, where a soldier is attacked countless times. Soldiers are, being taken down in the northern Nigeria and nothing happens. But in the south, a whole village can be sacked because of a soldier is attacked. Even though I don't even support attacking um of any attack of any genuine officer, reaction should be balanced. My opinion is that TY is not a novice exactly in the field. If he says that the military is biased, it seems there is atom of truth there. Believe him 100%, even more than that. I think there are some things that he wouldn't even want to say, but the thing is just becoming too much. So that is why he tries to come out, once in a while and begin to say this is it, and they don't like it. All the things that he has said, all the accusations he has levied against the soldiers or the army, at the end of the day, we'll find out that they are all true. You people are bloody civilians, so you don't even know what you are talking about. Anywhere they dealt with soldiers, civilians are there. Civilians are there who are friends and families to those that they take down, so they will pay for it, so the no government can know how it pays really. But that is not what they are saying. Nobody is supporting that. That is not supporting that. Oh, this thing, just like what just happened in, is it in Enugu? I don't know, one of the southern. It's just yesterday or so, or yeah, last day or this week. I just like, oh, why is it that the army are just sub target for this whole thing? But if you find out and just try to do your findings, you see that something must have happened. Oh my goodness. General Lagbaja is not honest in capturing modus operandi in of his military. Awomama, Aba branch, Eke, Ahajara Junction, and so on, all in Imo State, have at certain times been burnt down by the military while pursuing fleeing insurgents? Or are these examples forgotten by Lagbaja because they are in enemy territory? Yeah, so guys, let's know what you think and have your take on this. Thank you always.